Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Jackson here. We are reviewing Crown Jewel. So the opening match was the new Bloodline versus the OG Bloodline. The OG Bloodline is Roman, Jimmy, and Jay versus Solo, Jacob, and Tamatonga with Tongaloa as a manager. It was a really, really good match. I really, really liked it. So I'm going to show you guys some moments from that. Here's Roman eyeballing Jay, kind of not fully agreeing with it. He's kind of like, if I have to. A controversial spot in the match was Solo ended up hitting Roman with a spike already, and the ref counted 3 basically, but Jimmy Uso was supposed to get there maybe a split second later. Botches happen in matches. It is what it is, but it still was the same outcome. Jay Uso got some offense, those super kicks. This freaking suicide dive by Jacob to take out both Usos. Like, damn. And then Solo hitting 2 more Samoan spikes to beat Roman Reigns and the Usos. Pins him right there. They're beating down on Roman. Jimmy Uso gets involved. They beat down on him. Beating down on Jay. They were looking to put Roman through the table, but they had different ideas. Out comes Sami Zayn. Saudi Arabia is like one of their golden boys, dude. Like, they freaking love Sami Zayn out there. So Solo was like, hey, we're gonna hug it out, cause like you're part of the new group, and Sami goes to hug him, hits him with an exploder suplex, and the OG group is together once again. They're all staring down Solo, and Solo's like, crap, I don't know what to do. He dodges Sami. Basically, Sami went for like a Busaiku knee, which is Bryan Danielson's move, and knocked out Roman. Solo all happy, like, ha, got one on y'all. And then Jimmy and Jay were pissed. They're like, what are you doing? Like, because like the Uso said, this is family business. Sami Zayn isn't officially family. He is the honorary Us, but still. Next was Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Piper Niven and Chelsea Green versus Damage Control, which is Io Sky and Kairi Sane versus Lash Legend and her other partner in Metaphor. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill retain. It was an okay match. I was kind of dozing off. I'm really curious to see where they go from here and who's actually going to beat them. I still do think it's going to be Damage Control eventually. I think they're going to wait for Dakota Kai to eventually get healthy and come back, but we'll see how it goes. Next match was Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins hit a flying curb stomp onto Bronson Reed. He ended up picking up the win here. Very shocked. I thought they were going to have Brunson go over, because why build him up as a scary monster if Seth can just easily beat him? I don't see this feud being done, but I'm intrigued, Because literally after the match, they still have this face off, and Brunson's clearly still up. He's not hurt at all, and he's like, hey, I'm still good to go. Seth is like, what do I do to stop you? So the next match was Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. The winner becomes the first ever women's Crown Jewel champion. It was a pretty cool match. Tiffany got involved. Nia was telling her, hey, back off. I want to be able to win this match on my own. I don't want you to get involved in this because it's just going to complicate things. Also, my kind of thought process on that, if she were to cash in during this match, does she win the Saudi belt, or does she just win whichever title she ends up cashing in on? That wasn't really explained too well if she ended up cashing in on this match, but yeah, I don't know. And then Tiffany had second thoughts, so she said, you know what, I'm going to go back down there and cash in anyway. Raquel prevented that. Raquel and Liv, backing Tiffany up in a corner, and then Nia Jax basically just squishes them all. Dom gets involved. He throws the briefcase into the ring as Nia was going to go for the bonsai drop onto Liv. And Liv ends up hitting the Oblivion on Nia Jax to become the first ever women's Crown Jewel champion. Congrats to Liv Morgan. It was a cool match. It was kind of whatever. For a women's match, compared to compared to the one that we saw prior with the Fatal 4-Way, this is kind of whatever. But yeah, man. Shout out to Liv Morgan. Next in the night was supposed to be Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. That never took place. It was basically an unsanctioned, not even an unsanctioned match. It just literally didn't happen because they beat the hell out of each other. And Owens ended up hitting a diving elbow drop from the top of the little, it's not scaffolding, little area right there onto Randy onto some tables. So I wonder how long Orton's going to be out for. I'm wondering if he's going to eventually come back into the Rumble or if they're going to have him back in a couple weeks. I don't really know how they're going to go about that because this feud is clearly not done. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really intrigued. What do you guys think? And like before that crazy moment of Owens, taking out Orton, Orton ended up hitting Adam Pearce with an RKO, which I thought was pretty funny. I thought Nick Aldis was kind of going to get into it with Orton because, I do eventually see Nick Aldis getting back into the ring. I think he'll be in the Royal Rumble this year. But yeah, that was a pretty cool moment. I believe it was second to last match of the night. It was the triple threat between Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight retained, hitting a BFT onto both men, actually. It looked pretty crazy. The spot was pretty cool. But yeah, so LA Knight retained. I don't really know who's going to be able to beat him. My choice for this match was Carmelo. I still do think Carmelo does win eventually. I just don't know when. So, yeah. What did you guys think of this match? I thought it was cool. Before the main event, this was announced by Adam Pearce. It is going to be a number one contenders fatal 4-way match between Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Sheamus. Even though Dom won last week and basically overcame the odds and beat Damian Priest, yes, he didn't do it clean, but he still beat him. I'm a little intrigued. I don't really know where they go with this. You can kind of rule out Sheamus from winning this. You kind of rule out Seth because I feel like Bronson Reed's still going to attack him. So it kind of just rules Dom and Priest again, which is what we saw last week already. So, yeah, I don't really know who to pick for this. Probably Damian, but I wouldn't be surprised if Dom squeezes out another win just to get squashed by Gunther. We'll see. And then last but not least, we saw Cody Rhodes, WWE's Golden Boy, beat the ring general Gunther in a pretty cool match. To be honest, that was probably one of my favorite Cody matches outside of his little series that he had with the phenomenal one AJ Styles. I'm a little intrigued to see where they go from here. If they're going to keep building up Gunther as like this, crazy dominant guy, or if he's just going to end up losing his title kind of relatively soon. And then where do you go with Cody from here? You're obviously going to do Cody and KO. You might do Cody and Randy, but I think we're going to get that at the Rumble. I feel like we'd get that at the Rumble maybe. I don't know, because we can probably get that at the Rumble, or if Orton decides to be in the Rumble match, then obviously we're not getting that. I don't know. There's a lot of ways they can go about it. We can still get Cody and Roman again, so we'll see how they do it. Sign of respect from both champions. Pretty cool moment. Cody celebrating with both titles. Pretty cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for Crown Jewel. It was Liv and Cody to win the respective Crown Jewel championships. What did you guys think? Please let me know in the comments below. Please have a like, comment, subscribe. Later, y'all. See y'all in the next video.